All right, guys. Good morning to everyone except the ones that are not morning. So it was a pretty good day. We had a really solid day. I had a really good day. Brian also had a good day. Market is at all-time high. SPY is creeping up above all-time high. Really strong. QQQ is pulling back a little bit. This one was doji, a little bit of toppy, and now slowly just hovering over the all-time high. IWM is the only index that is actually lagging a little bit. You know, it did the all-time high back in March when the Qs were selling off. IWM went up, and now it's slowly creeping back up. So I sold all of my position on TQQ. I have a little bit of TNA left, just holding for this exposure, but I'm mostly on cash, a little bit of exposure because the near all-time high. I mean, it doesn't mean that it can't go higher. It's just I don't feel really much comfortable on that. Bitcoin is really going down, testing again the lows. Jack Dorsey and Elon Musk are doing everything that they can to pump it back up. They tweeted that they want to do some stuff to talk together about the Bitcoin. So Jack Dorsey is endorsing anyone who is in favor of cryptocurrency, and he's not a good relationship with anyone who's not. So that's it. So what we did, so for me, AMC was a couple of really good trades on AMC. AMC, it's going into the range, and it's not really trading that much volatile. It's not that volatile, but it still has some good areas for trading. In the first minute, opened a little bit strong, went up, but really came down. I just jumped in a little bit too early. In the first minute, went short. The better short would have been really just around here, or maybe really shouldn't have touched it. And it dropped. I covered some, and then I came down, pulled back. I added more, and then I covered all at 54.80. A small share size on AMC, and I just made a decent profit. And it came back up. I added more. Actually, I still have that. It's all one trade. And then I added more at 55, and now all the way up to 54.38. And then it came back and stopped me out. After that, it did the small false breakout at the VWAP, and then just went down all the way to 53. It's really getting a little bit difficult to trade AMC. I think it slowly is getting out of play, in my opinion. Did you trade AMC too, Brian? Sorry.
No, I traded space and yeah, I didn't trade. Oh, hang on. Am I not on anymore?
No, you are. I can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yep. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't trade AMC. No, perfect. I traded space, FFHL, and Twitter, and a little played ALF a little bit.
Perfect. So space was gapping up. They got approval to go to the space. So they really popped up in the morning. It was about 50% or something, 15% or something. At the open, sold off, but hold the VWAP, popped up, and I traded for 1 minute opening range breakout. Although it was a little bit doji, but it really held the VWAP really nicely, bounced back. I went long 48, added a bit 48.40, popped up all the way up to 49.39, which is the high of pre-market as I leveled here. It did came down, came back up. I added a little bit more for the next pop towards 50, and then it dropped and I got stopped out. As a matter of fact, here I actually gave most of my profit back on space. For a long, I didn't make much of the money on a space. So, I was up really nicely on this trade, but I got stopped out really past my entry point. So my entry point was somewhere around here. You really passed it, and I gave most of the profit back. And then it sold off. Brian took a short on it at the VWAP, which was a really nice short. I think you shorted around 47, just below the VWAP here in this part, in this area.
Yeah, 46, yeah. 46.90.
46.90. Right? So Brian shorted here, probably stop loss near the VWAP, dropped. We were hoping to crack the 46. I kind of chased it near the low of the day here at 46.40 or something, just for fun. I took a small share size on it, and then just a scalp it just below 46. And then after that, I covered all of my position on there. And then it did a double bottom, somehow, some sort of a double bottom. Brian still was short here. He was still expecting a move lower. I decided to take a long on it because I saw this double bottom here, and I decided to take this long, and just popped up a little bit from 46 to 47.60. It was just a quick scalp, came back, and I got stopped out at the break-even point. And did another bottom here, and then that's the squeeze that happened eventually. So it's just, as you see, the biggest squeeze happened and went above the VWAP, and I think it's going to go to 50. This looks like really wants to go up, so it might be a good long here.
I think it's struggling here at the pre-market high.
Yeah. But generally, I think it's going to go up,
40,
to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't think this one goes down.
Yeah.
It looks like it really wants to crack it.
It's definitely in an uptrend right now. But, pull back to the 9, maybe a 920 trade in another few minutes might work.
Yeah, definitely. I think something is telling me it's going to go to 50. But, should we take that trade or not? That's a different question. But that was a really nice... if I was not done with my day, I would have definitely tried to catch this reversal because it was the strongest stock. It's like a really nice fallen angel type of trade. So another thing, one of my best trade was Nike. Again, Nike was also all-time high, trading at all-time high, really good earning, and people are working out, buying Nike stuff, and sold off a little bit, bounced back from this moving average, popped up. I cut it a little bit late, but that's essentially a 1 minute open range breakup. Stock was at all-time high, so I had a really good confidence on this breakout. Went at 52.50 all the way up to 154. I was almost out. That was a high of pre-market, and then it passed through my break-even point, but I didn't have much share left here, so I got out with a little bit of loss here. And after that, I really didn't touch it. Came back up, but I was just done with it. And so that's it, guys. Ryan, what else did you trade? You did ALF through 15. You did that through 15. I remember that.
Yeah. And I did FFHL. Got a nice short on that one.
This is going to go through 18 ALF. This is going to be a long to 18. There you go. Right now. There you go. See,
look at it.
It's going to go through 18. Pick up the volume and everything. See. Sorry, what was that? FFHL. You shorted, yes.
Yeah, shorted FFHL. Yeah.
Ryan shorting it
that worked out
here.
Quite nice.
You're shorting it here, yeah? Right at the open. I think it was somewhere around here. You're shorting it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, that was perfect.
Yeah. So just watching, right now we're just watching space. I'm looking for a pullback to 48, which would be around the 20 moving average, and then for a bounce for a 920 trade. But right now we're still quite a ways from it. So, and I think ALF actually did it just a 920 right now. That was a 920 trade. I don't know how I was watching space for a 920 and I missed ALF for the 920.
Yeah, 920 trade. There you go. Yeah, so that's a 920 trade. I think it's gonna go through 18
on the 2-minute chart. That was exactly a 920 trade. Yeah, darn it.
Very nice.
Space actually might make it through 50.
Yeah, I told you space is gonna go up through 50. What was the? So let's find some funny stuff in Twitter. Funniest stuff on Twitter. This Greg guy is really funny in Twitter. He was posting. This is a funny guy. There's a big funny community in Twitter. The fintech community is really funny actually. So these are most of them. This Dr. Parik Patel is there, and John W. Ritchie. This is really funny. Greg is really funny. These are all trolls. These are professional trolls. I don't know if you guys follow them or not, but these are professional trolls. They make a living out of trolling people in Twitter. And it took me a while to understand the business model, that how do you make money really by trolling people on Twitter. And they're really funny. And what they do is they have a newsletter. They get the followers, they go, to comment on Elon Musk or Jack Dorsey or Mia Khalifa, and then they just get the following, and then they sell swag like these ones, like a stonks, this kind of thing. They sell swags, and it's just amazing. 24/7 they're trolling people, and they're really funny. You should follow them. This Greg, you see, for example, here, this Jose looking for a crypto token developer. And then, hey, it's Greg, DM me, Jose, I can help. And then Jose messaged him, hey, are you a token developer? No way, Jose. I said, I got him. So the guy didn't see that this is a troll. This is 172,000 like this guy has. And said, I'm Greg. I like football and stocks. And my birthday, I'm from Kentucky. I'm an investor. I like golf and play golf. This is obviously a troll things, but he got this Jose Cancesco. So he tweeted really funny. CEO then, CEO now. I mean, in the past they were working in the board and stuff, and now CEOs are trolling each other. Twitter.
How do you make money off of that?
They sell swag. So it's
They
the
sell
Greg
swag.
Coffee.
Oh, okay.
So you come, they collect the email and they sell swag. And it was just unbelievable that a professional. What do you do? I'm a professional troll in Twitter. That's the thing. There are a lot of them. They're really funny too. Like this Greg is really funny. Jeremy Powell is really funny. This guy. These are really really funny. This one is also part of a newsletter. So Mia Khalifa. I know if you know that. Mia Khalifa, it's a Lebanese model. He tweets Greg just. The other day he was just tweeting Greg. What was it? Anyways, yeah, I mean they just go troll everyone, and it's really funny. Twitter in fintech Twitter it's a big community, and it's really funny. So let's Elon Musk is there.
Maybe when I finish my book, I should become a professional troll.
Yeah, I know. You should. Seriously, they make really good money. There's another one. It's John W. Rich. John W. Rich. This one is also really funny. He's really funny. This one has 100,000 followers. See, they have this Hard Money magazine, and then they collect email, and so they probably have a big email list, and then they send you advertisement and stuff. So yeah, so laser mouth. So they make fun of everything. They're really funny. It's just. The bigger one is Dr. Parik Patel. That's the one that this one is also a very famous one, Dr. Parik Patel. This is not his real picture. It's just he stole his Indian guy, and this one is also famous. He believes that he's Chamat's dad. So he says, "I'm Chamat's dad," and he was here. And Chamat is actually talking to him. He says, "Oh, Dad, thank you so much." So he believes that he's Chamat's dad. So, but Chamat does talk to him. I'm sure has he replied now? But they do joke with each other. So it's really funny. Anyways, okay, guys. So that was the recap and some trolling stuff. We'll go to the cryptocurrency thing with Jared at 11. Brian, anything from you?
There was some questions about the 920 trade. I can do that now, or you can just end it. Yeah. Okay. So on the 920 trade, I know we always have new people coming in the room, and they hear our little sort of trade book plays and don't understand them. But the 920 trade is basically, if you look at ALF on a 2-minute chart, that was a typical 920 trade. So you have a strong stock at the open. It's running up, and then you get to about 10 o'clock, 10:15, and then the stock starts to, the buying sort of starts to wane a bit, and then you can see here how ALF just started to leak off, and then it did a big drop. It dropped through the 9 moving average on the 2-minute chart, and then it came down to the 20, and it held at the 20, and this is a very common pattern on a strong stock. You get that sell-off, a drop through the 9 moving average, and then a pop back up on the 20. So the play is take the long at the 20 moving average, then you got a tight stop on that, and then when it pops up back through the 9, you take, I personally take about half off, and then I wait to see if there's a continuation move, like ALF has a continuation move. Sometimes they'll stall at the 9, and then you'll just stop out of the rest.
It depends on the
pullback.
Regardless, if it pulls back, I found that if it pullbacks is too big, then it's unlikely to go back to the high of the day. But this one is a really nice pullback. Nice.
Yeah, this was just a nice little pullback. Came right back down to the 20. Didn't quite get there, but I usually give it a few cents. In this case, I would have, if it had started to go below the 20, I would have stopped out. So maybe 10 cents, 15 cents.
Yeah, very nice. I mean, for example, Nike collapse here. I mean, if it didn't 920 here as well, Nike. So you could buy around here, but because this collapse was so strong, you don't expect it to go back. Yeah. This collapse, it did pop up a little bit. It still is a really good risk to reward trade, but you don't expect it to go back. But the ALF, as you saw, it was just a nice consolidation, so there's likely to go back up.
Yeah, Farad made another good point there is there was the view app that was in this case, the view app was pretty close to the 20.
On ALF.
It doesn't always happen that way. Yeah, on ALF. But it doesn't always happen that way, but sometimes you do get that extra support, which really actually helps the trade as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So so that's a 920 trade.
Perfect. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate subscribe and like to our channel because we really want to grow the channel to over 100,000. We're halfway there, but with your support, like, share, comment, the more engagement the videos get, the more it comes up into the YouTube search engine optimization or search results, and the better it gets. And if you have any question, guys, we appreciate that. If you put it in the comments, so we'll get back to you. Thank you so much. Have a good Friday and weekend, and see you next week Monday.